Hi Twish 1999 and all Facebook friends. I'm doing the second half of the 20 questions list in my room. The second half of it and outside was pretty lame, and so I'm redoing that one. But okay, we are on number 11. Has anyone told you a secret recently? Yeah, but I can't tell you. I know with the secret that it involved doing some things that were G-rated and a lot of fun. And yes, I have had somebody tell me a secret, but it was actually a really neat secret, and it turned out to be something that was a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see, number 12. When was the last time that someone made a pass at me? Well, okay, the last time somebody made a pass at me, and it was someone of the opposite sex, was about 5 years ago. This guy was about 7 years younger than I was, and just really weird, not well mentally, and tried to put his hands on me, that type of thing, to give me a back massage, that type of thing, and it was really weird and gross, and yeah, so I would say 5 years ago, and it was pretty creepy. It wasn't something, that left me feeling all happy and warm inside, made me want to, crack him. So, alright, number 13. How many films do you know every line to? Oh my goodness, makes me sound like I don't have a life. I know of one in particular that I know like almost every line to. On Fridays at the place that I work at, I work with disabled adults. And by the end of the week, all of the workers and the clients are pretty well, exhausted from the week. And so we relax by doing a movie day. And one of the coordinators plays this video at the end of every day, and it used to drive me nuts. It used to really tick me off, but I've pretty much gotten used to it. And it's called The Great Outdoors. It's a John Hughes film with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd in it. And it's basically played every stinking Friday. And I've gotten used to it. I'll be there, at the end of the day doing my paperwork, and it'll be playing. And it's up on this projector that the clients can see with the lights out and everything. And so I'll be, under my breath sitting there mumbling the lines, as it's being played, like, you know what hot dogs are made out of? Pardon me. Lips and assholes, or the bald-headed bear of Clare County. Or, won't you go find yourself a spin cycle? So I know pretty much most of the lines of that movie. And there's a few others, like Princess Bride, Grease, oh gosh, Wizard of Oz. A lot of things that get played, at the center, watched like on cable or something like that. So, let's see. So number 14, can you whistle? When I was younger, I was able to whistle, and actually thought I did pretty good. And one day, my mom basically told me that my whistling sounded like a squeaking gate, and I guess unconsciously that really bothered me, and so pretty much have not really been able to do it since. Also, changes in my mouth, my teeth, and so, obviously I can't now, but sometimes it's really weird if I'm not really thinking about it, just kind of got my mind on something else and it just comes to mind. Sometimes I can like whistle a little bit or suck in and make a whistling sound from the inside, so, but otherwise really can't whistle, and I don't think I'll die if I don't. So okay, number 15, have you ever participated in a protest? I can't say that I have. Would I ever do it though? Yeah, I would. The type of protesting I definitely would be a part of is anything involving helping disabled people, standing up for their rights. Would definitely do something like that. So, all right, number 16, who was the last person that called you? Last person that called me was last night. My older daughter was out doing something, and I've asked her to call me whenever she goes out and tell me where she's at. It's just kind of a understanding between us, and so, yeah, it was her. She gave me a call and let me know that she was just out for a walk. So, alright. Let's see. What is your favorite ride on the fairground? Well, Twish, 1999. She's from Britain. So out here in Utah, we have a kind of amusement park called Lagoon that's been around for quite some time. And it's kind of like our favorite place to go. And so my favorite ride is called the Tilt-A-Whirl. And the Tilt-A-Whirl basically looks like a huge baby carriage. And you pull onto something and it gets you to flip around. It's kind of like the teacups in Disneyland, sort of. Not as cool, but, you know, and they twirl around. And the funniest thing about that ride is you always feel the person that's sitting on the end of it that has to lean towards that end of the, you know, part of the ride, because you're always tending to crush them. Well, I hadn't been on the ride for a while, and this summer, you know, went with my children, and my poor younger daughter was at the end, and she got the full impact of me. We just couldn't stop laughing, and I felt so bad. But it just, you know, gives you all that tingly feeling in your stomach and just your heart racing, and it's just so much fun. So that's my favorite ride, is the Tilt-A-Whirl. Let's see, number 18. How many siblings do you have? I have one brother who was a year older than me. He unfortunately passed away in 2007, and so his name was Jared, and he was my teddy bear. I loved him so much and still do, and miss him very much, but just the one sibling. So, alright, number 19, what curse word do you use the most? Tend to use the poopy word, the SH word. Have been trying to avoid the F word. Been trying to actually work on not swearing, but especially if I get really frustrated, if I'm really tired, something just really cheeses me off, those words tend to be in there quite a bit. And I try to not do that. My faith, you know, we're not supposed to swear or take the Lord's name in vain, and so I'm kind of working on it. But yeah, those are the two words that unfortunately tend to pop in my vocabulary when I'm pissed off. So, all right, and then the last one is number 20, and it says, are you shy around the opposite sex? Well, I tend not to be. I'm actually very comfortable being around other men and talking to them, and I guess it kind of depends on the situation. And if the guy's like really good-looking, you know, to what I would think was good-looking, it depends on my mood, because sometimes it can be hard, you know, to always come up with the right words. But otherwise, I'm pretty comfortable around the opposite sex. Okay, well, there you go, Twish 1999 and all Facebook friends. And to all Facebook friends, I'm challenging you to do this as well, preferably on video if you can. I'm doing this from a digital camera, so it's not the greatest quality. But, you know, I've also posted the 20 questions on my notes on my profile, so look them up, and if you can maybe respond to it, I think it actually be kind of fun. You know, it might be kind of a riot. So, all right, until then, have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.